What's up everyone, this is ShoryuGame welcoming you to another KOF 15 trailer analysis. The second original character in the game makes her bombastic entrance. First in the open beta announcement video where she is one of the 8 playable characters, and in her own reveal trailer. Dolores was briefly shown previously, but now we have a better idea of how she plays and what she exactly looks like. And I need to update that top 10 waifus list. As a brand new figure in KOF, there isn't much to say about her story-wise. We don't know how she exactly fits in the saga or what are her motivations, but we can already safely say that she is one of the good guys. Her overall demeanor and the teammates she is with tell that much. She also seems related to Kukri somehow, something that was hinted at even before this trailer was dropped. She even looks like she participates to this tournament to meet/beat the crap out of him. Kukri, although still pretty mysterious himself, is a very antagonizing person. It's not really a surprise that many figures are cross with him, but his relationship with Dolores seems deeper than that. They are probably part of the same clan if we take into consideration the similarity in their design, hair color, and powers. Speaking of design, aside of her eye-catching outfit, Dolores wears a lot of golden jewelry and accessories that beautifully contrast with her skin color. She looks attractive and classy at the same time. She surely likes to look cool while fighting by making a lot of elaborate poses. The big amulet on her chest does more than looking good on her, it seems. Whenever Dolores uses a special attack, the purple gem on the center flashes, hinting that the source of her powers may be coming from this amulet. And since we're talking about her powers, she seems to have control over an earth element that looks like mud or quicksand, which further hints at her relationship with Kukri, who controls sand. I noticed that the element she uses sometimes display big glowing red eyes. It looks like she is in control of some kind of a mud monster. Her powers may be sentient and have a conscience on their own, or maybe it's just BB from FF9. Now to the moves analysis. Like Isla, Dolores is a new character and I have no idea how her attacks are named, but I am going to do my best guessing how they work. First, it's a far standing C, sweep, close standing C, which has 2 hits, a CD attack, and a back throw. A cutscene that shows Dolores and Kukri together. There's clearly some history between the two. It's safe to assume that they're some sort of rivals. I love how Kukri is just grinning in the background. The next sequence shows some very interesting stuff, starting with a move that allows Dolores to sink in a puddle of quicksand, then reappears immediately, avoiding Benimaru's raging kick. Next, she uses her powers to create a pillar of stone that acts like a short-range projectile and causes a knockdown. In the following move, she uses a similar technique, but this time we can see that it can also hit her opponent from distance and from behind. Lin and Dulon have similar moves using their arms and legs respectively. This technique also throws Benimaru toward her, which can probably mean that it's possible to combo from it. The first entire attack sees Dolores conjuring big rocks that take the form of a coffin and instantly flatten Benimaru on the ground. It's a pretty unique anti-air move and makes me wonder how the range of this attack works. The following technique looks like a command throw. She traps and sinks Benny in a quicksand puddle, then fiercely throws him out and launches him in the air with a huge pillar of stone. I'm not sure if we can combo from that, since Dolores has to do an animation where she readjusts her glasses, but it sure is a fearsome move. I mean, look at its range. Benimaru wasn't even close to her and he still got trapped. The first super in the trailer starts first with a far D before it's executed. She summons a huge pillar of stone beneath her opponent that launches him in the air. Also, this super looks similar to Zarina's, minus the flower effect. The next super is shown in its level 2 variation. Dolores traps Benimaru in the mud, then creates 2 giant boulders that mercilessly crush him. After what looks like her win pose, she chooses Mei-Tenkun to demonstrate her combos, beginning with a crouch B, crouch A, forward A, and a short-ranged projectile. The following combo is pretty basic, with a far C and short projectile. After she attacks with a close D into a far C, but I'm not sure how did that combo, unless it's an auto combo, which would also explain why this far C knocks her opponent down. She then executes her projectile with the variation that hits from behind, and just as I speculated, she combos from that with her anti-air. The following sequence begins with a close C, forward A, level 1 super with her 2 boulders that understandably look smaller this time, into her other super in its level 2 variation where she summons 2 pillars instead of 1. It also causes a ground bounce with the falling debris. The last chain also begins with what I assume an auto combo that ends with a level 1 super cancelled into her climax super. Dolores sends her mud monster to her opponent, and for a brief moment we're seeing the action through its eyes. Mei-Tenkun is completely stuck and covered with mud. Then she sinks into her own puddle while drops of mud are gathering in the air, growing in size, and finally raining on the victim like bullets. I don't know if Dolores hides in the mud to avoid getting hit as well, or if she is the one transforming into the rain of mud. And that concludes the moves analysis, but the trailer doesn't end until it drops one big reveal. Dolores, Isla and Heidern are in the same team named Rival Team. Heidern, you lucky dog. What are you doing there exactly? I said in his analysis video that he only participates in KOF if stuff become really heated. I just wasn't expecting the thing this time to be that sort of hot. In all seriousness, I was wrong in my speculations about him, but I'm not disappointed in the slightest. There are 6 remaining characters to be revealed. 1 in Ash's team. If we assume that Kukri is with him, then there are chances that the 3rd member is Elizabeth. K-Dash teammates are still unknown, but we can already guess that Kula is gonna be with him this time too. The 3rd one could be Maxima or Whip. There is still one whole team that we have yet to see a single character from it. With this rival team freshly announced, I'm starting to have my hopes up again for a certain evil crime lord to make a return. I mean, they are called rivals because Isla is Shune's rival, Dolores is Kukri's rival, but who is Heidern's rival? Well, if you watched my top 10 rivalries video, you should already know the answer. I know I was wrong many times with my speculations, but I really hope I'm right this one last time. Please let it be the Bernstein team. What do you think of all that? I'd like to know your thoughts about Dolores and your speculations about the future team compositions. That's it for now. I hope that was somewhat informative. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching.